can find everything.
The soil is moist, ideal for collecting the roots of bloom blossoms. No, please, allow me to handle this. Come into being!
Settled in. The Temple of Wisdom.
Live!
Out of
Feel
my
this ancient
sight.
power!
And this body longs to fight.
Ample light, active biological organisms. Yes, this is a good place to sketch. Are you sure it has to be me? You can run, but Behold! Burst forth! You're mine! The wind rises. You're dead.
I've been waiting for you for ages.
If the Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part.
Exactly.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master...
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to... But recently, she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, there is no one to tell us what to do. We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, that... Yep, that's the one.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or... Oh, yeah, you're right. Which would also be pretty...
I don't think...
Considering Liu as god left, a lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder.
Right. So, before...
Unfortunately, the reality is that
Huh?
the Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma. Everyone knows that a change of commission...
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through.
But my lack of ability is to blame.
Don't blame yourself, Master.
Yes, you're right. Okay, Toma, let...
I suppose.
I'll come with you, Master.
No need.
Oh.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation... If things carry on like this, people will start to panic.
Huh? You can act...
Don't know for sure, but we may as well...
Sounds like you guys know what to do. You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition. Thank you.
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's isolating. Let's take a trip to the Grand Narukami...
time to lose.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me? How cold. I saved your skin, didn't I? Then again, I suppose your frankness is part of... So tell me.
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then, rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected.
All right. There's little... Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled, and her temperament has changed
What?
Her power was already on the decline. The defeat was a heavy blow to her. Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like
that? Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that A seeks eternity. I don't know the details. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever wish to see? Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate.
Thanks, Miko.
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please state... Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished.
Protection of the electro...
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude.
Oh, we've got
Don't be ridiculous. Guji is... Wait. This is... authentic... Understood. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful, and make sure your behavior is...
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemies? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate...
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, Begone! Do not disturb my solitude. That is of no concern.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
This body has no need.
Paimon gets it, but why? Sure, she's got plenty of space in there.
I do as she wishes. I can say I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business.
What?
It has been forbidden.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Oh, it's you two. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you...
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So, as I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rule.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No. She was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity. That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to for now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to
Oh, Paimon gets... Huh? Okay, well...
I see.
You can fix it!
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. Don't look at me like that. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses.
It's fine. Just as long as you can fix it is all.
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still... But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and get...
You mean, leave the plane of euthymia? Yes, you're right. After all, the Shogun is currently unable to take care of business on my All right, then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
Tour guides? What's a tour?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go, go, go!
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is...
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low profile?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style.
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either? Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
What's the Shogun doing here? What am I supposed to do in this situation? Shogun,
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation?
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like porridge? But the resemblance is only super... Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk must sell...
Well, I won't lie to you. sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a... I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual taste. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just...
No, almighty Shogun. That's too...
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on Dango milk. Of course. I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's not unusual that I should enjoy them too. Miko agrees with me on this. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell... She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself.
Sure! Let's go and have a...
Did this to my superiors?
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Yai Publishing House?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations, or...
she just wants to browse your book.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to... read... lighten...
Yes. Any recommendation?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the... general.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Well... okay then. Please, there are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling... don't take them too seriously.
Okay. Let's go then. Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles. So why is it that they make no sense to me in these... Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsettias to become stronger. Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunsettias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device. So it's... made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality. Also, I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilly churl life from an outside perspective?
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now. How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very...
All right, leave it to us. This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against. What a strange person. Why would someone want to be a novelist that bad? Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro, and you do have a... Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character without... Yeah, the plot is really gripping. But would A really understand this kind of more... with a premise like, Paimon... Well, if... That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories. Goodness. Are people in Liyue really so complex these days? Even though the protagonist refuses to acknowledge his innate talents, he has a rare dedication to justice. Where is he now? Does he have plans to visit Inazuma? If so, I will instruct one of the commissioners to bring him to me on his arrival. I would very much like to spar with him.
He's a fictional character. He doesn't exist. What about the antagonists, though? Don't you have any thoughts about their part in this?
The antagonists? You mean all the people who behaved foolishly? What can I say? They're bad people.
A doesn't seem interested in the supporting... So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we...
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent. Back when I decided to write in accordance with my wish. But the fact is that both the food... I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of Euthine. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes.
And that's exactly why we brought you out. To take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing.
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me. This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't...
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes up...
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
So,
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a... Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir.
Okay. So what exactly is striking a pose? Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable... The more I think about it, the more... How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming that casual. How about this? This feels quite natural. Okay, let's pick
a good angle to record this. Of you.
Wow. This is astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk. I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. But it actually looks more natural than I am. The pose is exactly the same. And so is the scenery in the background.
That's what makes it so special!
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler. Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intent.
So then, who does that make you here in...
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that. My existence... I am me. There is only one of me. But I can exist in many different forms. It's not important. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constant. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging? Everything I have encountered on this journey with you... You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different... But it would be incorrect to conclude from this. Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent... Perhaps...
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so noisy? Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What could be the matter?
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep. Let's find out what's going on.
Archons, please. These are all the snacks I have.
Hey, Ippei! What's the matter?
It's you. Huh? You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry. He's not here at the moment.
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations. And in fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he... But for some reason, today...
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with...
Forgive us, Almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed, and the Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. Plus you, you have yet to issue a verdict on the Commission's future. So... Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsu...
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right? What?
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to why, to be honest. The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have some kind...
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all the...
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but still, there's no way it should have gone on this long. I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned yet... Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. No need. I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, if they're still at it, I'm only a lowly servant. But Master, I'm not as smart as Masters.
What do you think, Almighty Shogun?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the... Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision.
Thank you so much, Shogun. Let me mark out the location of the base for you.
I could get used to this.
Whoa! Look at...
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains. I feel something that doesn't belong.
Huh?
We should proceed with caution. The Kujo clan descendant... There is no escape!
To the ferry.
Why are there Ronin here? This is a Tenryou Commission base!
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way.
There's more! To the ferry. Now this! Finally, Say no more!
Inazuma shines eternal!
To the ferry.
Shine down!
Finally, to the ferry. Now this! Finally, No.
Torn to oblivion!
To the ferry. Finally, to the ferry. Lucky day. Going somewhere?
Illusion shattered! Out of my way! Get with me!
More!
There is no escape!
To the ferry. Finally, let's get down to business. A perfect distance.
Now you shall perish.
My blade. The fairy. Let's get down to business. Boom.
Illusion shattered.
The fairy.
There is no escape.
Finally,
Torn to oblivion.
The fairy.
What's one more?
Shine down. Insolent. The mortal plane of fleeting dream.
One strike will suffice.
I'll settle this.
You shouldn't let your guard down.
Illusion shattered.
Taste my blade.
The thunder falls.
Make yourself a move.
I'm ready. Is it over?
Our bond is strong.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch.
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun, what are you...
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryo Commission recently. Really, it's nothing worth the Almighty Shogun worrying about.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi to keep guard?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just out of security considerations.
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
All right.
I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast all along and fought back against the crisis. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced... You're going back on everything you said.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line to replace the Kujo clan. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here. You've completely changed your tune.
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be trusted.
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, you wish to become the new Tenryo commissioner. Do I understand this correctly?
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of every...
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryo commissioner. The process is quite simple. Anyone who can beat me in a duel becomes the new commissioner.
Sorry, a duel with the almighty Shogun?
The first Tenryo commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan ever since. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel. Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your ability? Here you are talking about offering your life.
Well,
never mind. What about one of you, then? Does not a single person dare to face...
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me, it cannot atone for the wrongs committed under the Kujo...
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt Decree, I had doubts about my father's decision. But that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. I can't even say that I failed to prevent it, because in order to fail, you have to have at least tried.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done, even if you...
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. And I even need Ippei to set me straight But if nothing else, then right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent the clan. Like my father before me. Just as the Shogun said, a forefather of mine once. Then please, let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story of the Kujo clan in the same way. This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless. But I accept. Come. The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn, almighty Shogun.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him. You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as this.
Yes, of course. I apologize.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare question the almighty Shogun.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Understood. Thank you, almighty Shogun, for your wisdom.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I want to talk about with you.
When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun. So strict.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji without a second thought. I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes. The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo name. He has shown me how some things remain. I also have...
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryou Commission?
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be erased. Still, I will give them a little more time. After all, they are not the only ones who have made mistakes. The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I, as A, would like to offer my apologies. I have much to contemplate in the days to come. but at least I can now see the way ahead. I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is still the erosion that comes with time. As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that I myself would change over time. But I've made up my mind. So I will do what needs to be done, no matter how difficult it is. This has certainly been a memorable series of events.
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryo Commission, and the people in the city got to see a happy and healthy Shogun. All the awful rumors will disappear in no time. If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
No need. There's no place for such things in my life. Also, please stop making it sound as if I somehow need the company. Okay, I'm ready to head back now. My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal with any minor issues in the meantime.
Okay, see you next time! Considering a lot of what happened was pretty unexpected, things seem to have worked out surprisingly. The only thing left to do is return the past permit to Yai.
Did you now? Well then, you'll have to tell me all about... How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her bearings in the big city. What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself. It's fine. She wouldn't mind. So, from what you were saying, it seems that she's finally begun to comprehend what form eternity should... That's the most important outcome of this.
Yeah, it seems like she's not...
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more... Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip, and even had the chance to see A's less formal. Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never admit to it, but she does, in fact, get quite lonely.
What? But she said she doesn't...
Because she is a god. It's not that gods don't need the company of others, just that the idea of a god having company seems indulgent to her. But you don't belong to this world. Perhaps you are just the company she needs.